I'm looking at the YouTube here. We're looking at the charts. Let's get into it. All right. Welcome back, Penny Stock Billionaires. What is happening is Siyata is on the move. The stock is on the move right now. We are doing the normal pullback. Look, the big problem is, guys, every one of the stocks, I'm talking to TikTok over here, talking to TikTok here, talking to YouTube over here, and Twitter over here, TikTok over here. Guys, every one of our stocks that goes up 10x, 20x, 50x, we're talking about making 10 times your money, 20 times, 50 times your money. What do they all have in common? They all, every single one of them pulls back after they run up 500% or 1,000%. They all sell off 50%. They got to shake people out. That's what the market does. By the way, I'm looking right now. We're breaking out on the day traded chart here, the 1 minute to 5 minute charts. I think we're going to see a $5 plus number at the close, maybe even higher. This could be your last chance to get on this rocket stock. Again, not investment advice, not a buy sell recommendation. It is a high risk stock. If you want to make 10 times your money, like we talk about in this book, you want to make 10 times your money, you got to get the book. But you got to, more than getting the book, the price you pay to make 10 times your money is the feeling of discomfort. You're going to want to vomit when these things sell off 50%, like you saw right now with Siyata. Guys, that's why I wrote the book, so that you could be prepared. So you, instead of panicking, you could be informed investors. You would know what to expect. Why? Because I have a chapter in here called The Path to 10x, The Road to 10x. I got everything here. Everything you need to know. Every single stock that goes up 10x or more follows the same chart pattern. Let me actually show you something. I'm going to show you. Hang on a second. Let me go back to my main screen. Rocket Fuel. That's right. Rocket Fuel. Hang on a second. Okay, it's very hard. I can't see the comments on TikTok. We need a producer. We need a producer in here to get the charts on the TikTok and all that. I'm doing this like this is a low budget operation here. Okay, we got the C+. This guy's got the good comments on the charts. All right, let me pull up. Okay, I'm here on the YouTube channel. I want to show you. Let me see. Can I show you this? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to show TikTok people. The TikTok people are going to get. I'm going to give the TikTok people. I'll show them. I can't. The thing is moving too fast. Let me see if this will work. Okay, hang on a second. Let me see if this will work. Will the screen turn around? No, it's okay. All right, guys, it's not going to work here. So, but bottom line is this. Look at the videos I did earlier. Where I show you. I did a couple of videos. I showed you the chart patterns of all our stocks that went up 10x, 20x, and 50x. They're all exactly the same. I have seen this movie before. Guys, I'm doing this longer than many of you have been alive. Okay, I'm not like some TikTok guy that just, influencer. I'm not an influencer, popping up, after COVID. No, I'm doing this since WallStreetReporter.com. That's amazing. It's been online. Check it. Since 1997. Is that 28 years? I've created literally $1 trillion in wealth for investors just like you. And guess what? Every single time these stocks go 1,000%, 2,000, 5,000, even more, they all follow this. They explode 500%. They pull back. Everybody gets shaken out. They got to shake out the weak hands. The market has to shake you guys out. Okay, this is why I wrote the book, so you don't get shaken out. But you know what? It's easier said than done. Look, guys, if this stuff was easy, everybody would be a trillionaire. Everybody would be a trillionaire right now because it's not easy. I mean, look how volatile this is. Now somebody's dumping. Are they doing the same thing that they did the last time I did this live stream? I think somebody's having a good time with me. Somebody just dumped Siyata into the close, but we got a big buy signal with the moving average here. We get a big buy signal with the moving average. Let me look at this. This thing on the 5 minute charts. 5 minute charts. This thing is breaking out here. I think we have a run, maybe to $6, possibly, because we saw what kind of crazy action has happened here. I mean, it's unbelievable. It is unbelievable, guys. By the way, make sure you are getting access to our free weekly newsletter. Actually, the newsletter comes out every day. The email newsletter is free. The links are in the bio. TikTok, Links are in the bio above. Links are in the bio. It says the links. And by the way, watch out for the imitators on TikTok. There's a bunch of guys who call themselves penny stock billionaire. These guys are penny stock brokesters. I mean, they're all pushing you crypto nonsense scams, asking people for money. First of all, this is my only account on TikTok, penny stock billionaire gang, or penny stock, whatever you're looking at right now. This is the only one. Okay, I will never contact you and ask you for your bank account, money, for asking you to say bank broker. No, that's somebody else. These are scammers from Nigeria or Bangladesh, wherever they're from. All right. This is the channel. All our official channels are in the link thing, the link tree. And we just added Instagram. We're going to be adding Discord. And, you know, due to popular demand, we're going to have a course. We're going to have a video course coming up in a couple of days. We're going to be launching the course in a community, so you'll have support. You'll know exactly, because a lot of the stuff, I got to be honest, you know, we got some great reviews. The content here is I think is great. The problem is, yeah, there's some spelling errors, there's some grammatical errors. Yeah, I didn't use AI. We didn't have AI when this book came out. This was right before ChatGPT and the AI thing. This was like 3 years ago I launched it. So right before, I should have waited another 30 days. I could have got this proofread for free. But anyway, that's why it's cheap. When I get this book proofread and grammatically corrected, we're going to raise the price. It's $18. We're going to make it like $50. I don't want everybody to have this information, because the more people have it, it's not going to, it's kind of, we got to keep this limited, to be honest. We got to keep it to a limited group. We don't want to grow beyond a certain amount. Anyway, bottom line is this. Let's see here. We got, I want to pull up the, let me pull up the 4-hour chart. Where is the 4-hour chart? Is it coming up? Okay. I'm pulling up the 1 hour. So the 1 hour chart, which we're looking at right now on YouTube, you know, it broke down below the moving average, which was a sell signal. No, and again, on Telegram, follow on Telegram. That's where we have the live throughout the day. Telegram is where we got minute by minute action, minute by minute trading action here. Okay. Again, not buy or sell advice. I'm just telling you what's going on. Anyway, look at this. On the 1 hour chart, we got 507 that's 498. I think it's 498. Let's just say 502. 502. Once this thing hits 502 or breaks above 502, the algorithms will go bananas. The algorithms will go absolutely bananas, and this thing could skyrocket. Okay. On the 1 hour chart, this is the number. Now, again, it broke down. It was I think we're going to look back on this as a fake out. Okay. But again, classical. This is very classic. You're looking at here. You're looking at, let me see. There's a lot of haters on TikTok. Haters. The haters are the rocket fuel. The haters are the rocket fuel for our stocks. I mean, that's the way it works. You've seen my videos. You want the links for Telegram? The link is in the bio. Links are in bio. Let me pull up lottery. We need to pull up lottery, because we do have a lot of lottery fans. Lottery setting up also for breakout. I told you guys what was going to happen. This thing has tripled. Lottery is tripled. Again, it's pulled back, just like every one of our winners. Is the move over? Is it a pump and up? No, it's not. Okay, look at the charts I posted earlier where I showed you all our past stocks that went up 1,000%, 2,000, 5,000. They follow the same pattern, okay? Success leaves clues, as Tony Robbins says. Success leaves clues. By the way, speaking of Tony Robbins, I got to give it a shout out to my main man, Tony Robbins. Listen, I was broke. I was a loser until a friend of mine turned me on to Tony Robbins. He gave me the book. I couldn't understand the book. The book was same information as it was just too difficult for me. I couldn't get the book. But I got the tapes. Back then we had the Walkman, the tapes, and that totally changed my life. That's why I'm going to be doing a video course, because some of you guys may not understand the book. It's just like I didn't understand Tony Robbins' book. I didn't get. It's the same content, right? But the video, the audio, everybody has a different modality as Tony Robbins. Everybody has a different modality of understanding. So we're doing we're going to be doing a course. But here's the point. We're not plugging Tony Robbins here. He has a saying: success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. You want to become a billionaire. You model yourself after billionaires. You see what they did. You follow that framework. You'll become a billionaire. Now, you want a stock that goes up 1,000%? Okay, well, you look at all our past stocks that went up 1,000%. You look at those charts I showed you, they all follow a similar framework. It's always a little bit different. Some of them break out earlier, some go later, blah, 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 blah. A little bit different, but bottom line is success leaves clues. It's the same movie. It's the same pattern. Do you realize, I'm not making this up. This is, what is it? Solomon, King Solomon, the guy, he wrote Ecclesiastes, okay? Ecclesiastes, okay, written 3,000 years ago, 3,000 years ago. And he said, there is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. What does that mean? We see the same patterns are up. This guy was the wisest man in his day, maybe of all time, who knows, but King Solomon said there was nothing new under the sun. And you know what? I think he's smarter than me. So, that's a good book. Ecclesiastes, bestseller, even bigger than the 10-bagger blueprint. Hang on a second. Let me see. Okay. Okay. So where are we? We're on the 1 minute. Okay. Now what we're doing is this thing is, oh, look at this. Okay. This thing wants to ramp. We had a pullback on the 1 minute chart. Somebody tried to dump. It's making a comeback. This thing wants to go high. The bias is towards the upside right now. Bias towards the upside. We got 28 minutes to go. 28 minutes to go. Okay, we got Remco. We got the book. Carlos, let's go. Found you on TikTok. Yes, gonna order the book. And we're gonna have the course coming out. Hang on a second. Let me see. Are the shorts losing the? Okay, we got a bunch of. Oh, all the good comments are on TikTok, not on YouTube. So I'm gonna. Soros is asking next stock. He's asking for the next stock. You want the next stock? See, this is the big mistake. Everybody wants the next stock, and I'll tell you what the mistake is. I'll tell you what your mistake is. See, the mistake is you all think the grass is going to be greener on the other side. Now, I think we're gonna have another stock in about a week. If you want to know our next stock, make sure you go to the link in the bio, get our free newsletter, get the book, get all our stuff. Next stock. They want the next stock. Adam got the book today. All right. Here's the thing, guys. You got to understand probabilities, right? Very few stocks, rocket like these stocks that we have here. The stocks I'm giving you are the hottest stocks on the planet. Siyata went up 700%. Siyata 700%. You got lottery tripled in 3 days. People make 3 times the money in lottery in 3 days. They're doing a normal pullback. Everybody thinks, oh, there's something better out there. No. Okay. Just like CBDT, just like Peak Fintech, PKK, those stocks, when they went up 5x, they pulled back. They went up 10x, they pulled back. Everybody thought, okay, what's your next stock? Guess what? They grabbed the next stock and then they missed out when CBDT went from 50 cents to $2.50. It went from 50 cents to $2.50 in 5 days. In 5 days it happened. Okay. It didn't happen in 5 months, 5 days. It took 4 months to go from a nickel to 50 cents. 4 months. 4 months of this type of back and forth nonsense to go from a nickel to 50 cents. And then it went to $2.50 in 5 days. You got to ride the horse. The trend is your friend. Siyata right now, look at this beautiful chart, this beautiful 1 minute chart is setting up for a huge breakout. By the way, okay, let's get into the fundamentals for a second. Let's talk about fundamentals, okay? Because again, I talk about in the book, the charts tell you the truth in advance, but the fundamentals are very important because you need to understand the upside thesis. You understand why this thing potentially could be a $25 stock. Okay, why can Siyata be a $25 stock? Let me explain. By the way, tomorrow, we're going to have a live stream with the CEO of Siyata. It's going to be on our YouTube channel, Wall Street Reporter 1843. Where is it? Link in the bio. Links in bio for all our stuff. We're going to have Eitan on. He's the CEO of Core Gaming. Core Gaming is merging with Siyata. So, okay, let's explain. The big thesis, why do we think that Siyata, my first video, I said, look, this $1.30 stock could be a $15, $25 stock in 6 months. That was my first video. You saw that video. That was the first video I did. Everybody laughed. They all laughed. Oh, ha, ha, scammer. Oh, Wolf of Wall Street, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Aerotine International. I got all the jokes. Okay. But guess what happened? All of a sudden, the stock explodes. stock explodes. But what did I tell you? What was my thesis? Same thesis. It has not changed. The thesis, the investment thesis is this. Siyata is merging with Core Gaming, which is an AI mobile gaming company, okay? AI mobile gaming company doing $80 million in revenues, okay? Now, the market values gaming stocks at 10, 20 times revenues or more, okay? So that means this thing should be worth $800 million plus as a combined company. With Siyata and Core Gaming combined, it's going to be $800 million plus valuation. Why? Look at App11. Look at the comps. Look at the comps. Okay, you want to sell your house? What is your house worth? What's your house worth? Look at the comps. What's your neighbor's house selling for? What are the houses in your neighborhood selling for? Those are the comps. If your house is the same size, more or less the same, it's going to sell for that number, okay? App11 is selling, that house is selling for 25 times revenues, okay? 25 times revenues. That's like saying, okay, $2,500 a square foot. I mean, some places they go for $2,500 a square foot. Okay, so J-Dog asking, should I keep my stop loss at 460? First of all, I commend you on having stop losses. I commend you. I can't give you buy-sell advice. I can't give you any buy-sell advice. I don't give investment recommendations. I can tell you what's going on with the stocks. But I tell you what, 460, there's support in the, actually, hang on a second. I'm not looking at it very closely right now because there's a lot going on. But we'll do the stuff later. I don't want to talk about stop loss. We don't give specific advice because that gets into a gray area. But where was I saying? Okay, App11 trading at 25 times revenues, 5 billion in revenues. APP is a symbol. You don't believe me? You Google it. You look up APP, public information. 5 billion in revenues, trading at $120 billion valuation. One of the hottest stocks on the planet before Siyata. And App11, again, 25 times revenue. Same business, very same business. So why is Siyata trading low? Because the deal hasn't closed yet. This is your arbitrage opportunity. Guys, you want to make money, you got to take risk. It's the truth, okay? There's no free lunch on Wall Street. There is no free lunch on Wall. Okay, we got a great question. Secret Route asking, what is the maximum price on Siyata? That's a great question. The answer is, it could go to the moon. I'll tell you why in a second. Please remind me in case I forget. This thing can go to the moon. Why? Because once it breaks out of that moving average on the 4-hour chart, on the daily chart, which is done, you got to ride the trend. You got to ride the trend, baby. The trend is your friend. Your trend is your friend. All right. So here is the deal. I keep getting distracted over here. I mean, I get. But let's see here. Let us see here. Wow, 5-minute chart looking beautiful here. Looking beautiful into the close. I think we're going boom out of $5, but I might be wrong. By the way, very important. You got to look at the volume. Very important. Have you guys noticed the stock exploded on massive volume? 100 million share days exploded. The stock dropped. The pullback was on low volume. Low volume. What does that mean? You got to follow the volume. The volume tells you that the volume tells the tale. The volume basically precedes price action. Where the volume goes, that's the real trend. And this is telling you that the trend is intact. Now, okay, back to the fundamentals. So App11 trading at 25 times revenues. So why is this thing still so cheap? Why is Siyata only trading at $25 million, right? It should be trading at, really it should be trading at $15, $20 a share right now. Siyata should be trading at $15, $20 a share. Why? Because Siyata is going to have at least 10% of Core Gaming, which is this, company potentially being valued at 800 million, maybe $1 billion based on 10 times the revenue. So you guys following me so far? Again, Core Gaming, that's the company merging with Siyata, 80 million in revenues. Siyata is doing like 10. Combined, they'll probably do 100. So, 10 times is $1 billion valuation. You, as shareholders of Siyata, get 10% of that. That's at least. It could be as high as 20% if the stock is $10 at the time of the close. That's a little blue sky potential for you. But let's just say it's only 10%. So that means, in theory, your upside is, $100 billion. The Siyata right now, you buy the whole company for $25 million. Even after this big run, after this gigantic run up, we still have a 25. We got a lot of questions. We got Just Nick Penny Stock Gang is definitely here. Just Nick is here somewhere. I can't look at the TikTok questions. There are too many. They're going fast. Yeah, we got to get a producer here. We got to get the professional set up here. But look, guys, here is the deal. Here is the deal. You make money with these stocks when you have imperfect information. It's something I talk about in the book. I'm going to tell you about this in the course. You want to get the book. You want to get our course. Links are in the bio. The video course is going to be launching. The opportunity is only here. The only reason why you have this opportunity to make 10 times your money is because the picture is not clear. There's still risks involved. Yes, there are risks involved. Yes, it's a merger arbitrage opportunity. It's your classic arbitrage opportunity. Basically, the thesis is, okay, the merger is going to close probably in the next, 30, 60 days. This is our timeline. 30 to 60 days is when this is going to close. Now, if it doesn't close, well, then all bets are off. But assuming it's closing right now, from what I understand, they're getting the audited financials. Everything, from what I understand, everything is on track. The CEO of Core Gaming is going to be on tomorrow. So everything is right now running on track. By the way, the volume is increasing. The volume is going up into the close as we speak, and the stock is breaking out on the 5-minute day traded charts. Somebody's asking, what's the chance they merge? I don't know. I think right now it looks like 90%. It's hard to see. You can't give a number like what's the everything right now is on track. They're getting the audited financials. They're doing all their stuff. There's always a risk though. But here's the thing: you got to look at the reality. If when this merger goes through, right now everything is working. When this merger goes through, now you have something that's worth $20-25. Why? Because of the combined company. You're going to have, 100 million valuation, right? That's 100 million. Right now, Siyata is trading at only 20-25 million. That's why. If it was perfect, if everybody knew 100%, if everything was 100% certainty, if everything was going to happen, if everything was perfect, you'd be paying $20 a share for Siyata right now. You would be paying for Siyata $20 a share. Why? Because everybody knows the information. Right now, the opportunity is there because the information is not perfect. The information it's an arbitrage opportunity. There's no free lunch on Wall Street. Okay. So what will be the highest price? I'll tell you something crazy. I think Siyata potentially could be a $50 or $100 stock. It sounds crazy. Why can Siyata be a $50 or $100 stock? I'll tell you why exactly. First of all, okay, I got this crazy theory, which I talk about, which happens to be a Wall Street superstition that stocks like to go back to their old highs. Stocks like to go back to old highs. Look at the all-time high on Siyata. What is it? The number is insane. It's like $1 million a share. Okay. Now, am I saying it's going to go there? No, but I think in recent times, it's been there's really not a lot of resistance until this is going to sound crazy again. I don't want to throw out these numbers. People are going to think I'm being over promotional. Like $200 a share if I'm looking at the one-day chart. I mean, the charts are all blown out. It's like $100 number, $200 number, somewhere there. Look, the trend is your friend. Once a stock breaks out of that moving average, you want to stay with it, because it keeps going. Again, it's something I got a chapter in the book. That explains trend following, Richard Dennis, and all that. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about my thesis why the stock could be $50 or more. One thing we have not talked about. Look, I'm not the guy who makes the price go up. Who makes the price go up is going to be the incoming CEO of Siyata. That is Eitan Zakarin, and you're going to have an opportunity to meet him tomorrow on our live stream. The link is in the bio for our live streams. You can get the thing tomorrow, right? Look, this guy is a young, ambitious, aggressive guy. He's not getting into this, to be a caretaker. His goal, I think, he wants to make this a 10-bagger at least from here. Okay, so meaning $50 plus, based on today's price. And can he make this a $50 stock? Yeah, I'll tell you why. If they're doing 100 million right now, if Siyata's doing, let's call it 100 million with the two companies, you know, one thing he dropped a hint. One of the things he plans to do, one of the ways they plan to grow the company after the merger closes is with mergers and acquisitions. So he's got a pipeline of potential acquisitions, okay? Any one of these acquisitions could be absolutely transformative. Now, look, guys, all our stocks that became 10 baggers, a lot of those stocks, once they did that, once the stock started moving, they did an acquisition or two, added major revenues, totally transformed the company. They went to the moon. Okay, so imagine if he picks up, I don't know, a couple of acquisitions, does some organic revenues, and now next year the revenues are 200 million. Okay, what if the revenues are 200 million? 10 times that is $2 billion. That means $200 million for Siyata shareholders. Right now we're at 25, so that's basically a $50 number from here. And potentially this could be, you actually might have 20% of core gaming. Why? Because part of the deal terms are that you got to trust the process. That's right. Look, part of the deal terms are if the stock is 10, if the stock is 10, if the stock is $10, basically the stock is like $10 a share, whatever, there's a calculation, but the number is $10, then they would have 20% of core gaming. They would have 20% of core gaming. Okay, which means all the numbers I told you are double. The numbers I told you are double. Somebody's asking me about LITM. Also, one of our next super stocks. Now, I'm not talking about LITM just yet because I told you it's not quite ready. It's not quite ready to run. I think this could be potentially a 10 bagger for us. It's not quite ready to run yet. And I told you this for the last week. The charts are not quite set up yet. I mean, they're getting there. They're kind of back, but it's not there. When I bring a stock onto TikTok, for example, I only want something which is, ready to explode, like, ready to go to the moon, like right now. Okay. Now, Snow Lake, again, major play in the uranium space, major play. They got some of these huge district scale. By the way, I'm showing you lottery looking good. 5-minute chart ready to explode. We got a big pennant forming, big pennant on the lottery chart. What did I tell you? Look at the videos I showed you where we show some of our previous, stuff, which is, where is it? Which stocks went up 20x. The bigger the pennant, the bigger the breakout, okay, to the upside. All right. And look at this massive pennant on lottery. I think when this breaks, it could run to $5. You want to talk about lottery? We're talking about lottery, Philippe. We're talking about the lottery. Lottery going to boom soon. Yeah. Taking a dab and listening to pennies. I think I know what that means, but okay. How often does a merger not happen? Sometimes mergers don't happen. Depends. That is a risk. There's always a risk. Yeah, so lottery. We're talking lottery. Look at the charts. We're showing the charts on. We're showing you the charts right now on YouTube is where we're showing the charts. No, I'm not a broker. I'm not an investment advisor, and I'm not giving you investment advice. Not a buy-sell recommendation. Okay, this is paid content, sponsored content. All right, see the links in the disclaimer. All right, high-risk stocks which can go to zero. Anyway, look, guys, bottom line is, look at the charts. I showed you stocks that went up 20x. Peak Fintech, CBDT. Wow. Look at that chart. I did an email blast. You want to get our email? Links in the bio to get our free email. It's going to come to you. By the way, check your spam folder. Click like and upvote. Please click like and upvote. We got 600 people watching here on YouTube or something, and we got 300 watching on TikTok. Upvote, spread the information. The more people see this, the better the stock will do. Click upvote, like, share, subscribe, whatever. It helps the algorithm. It all helps the algorithm. Again, I showed you that chart of CBDT. It's a stock we introduced at a nickel. Everybody thought it was a joke. It went to 50 cents. People made 10 times their money. And I was saying, hey, this thing is not done yet. It's forming a pennant. It's not done. It's not done. And it took about how long? A couple months. It took a couple months. So the pennant was forming for like 3 months. And then it broke out. All the money was made in 5 days. In 5 days, this thing went from 50 cents, $2.50. Vil is saying, found you a week ago. So far, learned so much. Thank you. And again, we got the video course coming out. If you want to get the video course, get our free weekly newsletter. We'll notify everybody that's coming out. This is the book. You get the book on Amazon. Links are in the bio if you want to get the book. Links in the bio. Yeah, bottom line is the longer the pennant, the bigger the breakout. I think the lottery chart is looking ultra bullish. I think lottery can break out, and we talked about the fundamentals. Lottery can break out. I think the next stop is $5. My opinion, not advice. My opinion only. So let's go back to Siyata. Fighting it out. The bulls and bears on the 1 minute chart where it just dropped below that moving average. Is going to make a comeback. Is going to go back above. It could be a fake out. A lot of times these are fake outs, but the algos are kicking in. So we got 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go. What is going to happen in the next 8 minutes? 8 minutes are a lifetime. We are on the support level on the 5 minute chart. Do we bounce off that support level on? Oh, look at this. Some guy bought 15 books. Who's that? For his employees. Pin that. Let me pin that. He bought 15 books. Why did you buy 15 books? And what kind of business are you in is that like your bonus? You want your employees to get rich, or are you like an investment advisor, a broker, or something? Like, why would you buy 15 books? By the way, I think in any business, it's a great gift. Great gift, great gift for people. Hey, here's the thing. By the way, whether it's the book, you buy the course, whatever it is, look, a lot of times, I know the reality is 90% of the people who buy the book will never read it. 5% of them will read the first 20 pages or something. Only 5% of people are going to read the whole book. But having the book, having it on your coffee table, having it on your bookshelf, it creates a positive vibration. I know this sounds very spiritual, like woo woo, but no. What it does is it creates this aspiration. It gets your mind thinking, and at some point, when you have this book on your coffee table, you have it on your desk, on your nightstand. It opens your mind to the possibilities of you making 10 times your money. Okay, you attract what you focus on. There's another Tony Robbins thing or whatever, right? You get what you focus on. You get what you focus on. All right. And if you have this book on your desk, even if you don't read it, you're going to be thinking 10 baggers. Your mind is going to be in a better place. So even if you don't read it, I know 90% of you who bought the book will never read it. Leave it on your table. It'll create a positive mental vibration. How does it work? It's a lot of metaphysical stuff. But look at this, man. This thing is Siyata getting whacked in the close. Somebody really wants to take this down. They're pushing it hard. Look at this on 1 minute. The stock is being manipulated. I'm telling you straight up, it's being manipulated into the close. They want to push it down. Looks like some buy orders are coming in 5 minutes into the bell. 5 minutes into the bell, this thing could explode because we got 5 minutes to go. This could be your last opportunity. I bet what's going to happen is tomorrow, the live stream, this could be your last opportunity to get on board. I said this before. Look, the bet is on the new CEO who's coming in tomorrow. You meet him. The live stream is tomorrow on our YouTube channel. Okay, you're going to meet Eitan. This guy is, I believe, he's going to be the one that can make this a stock go to the moon. He can make this stock to go to the moon. Okay, you got to bet on the CEO. I got a whole chapter in the book. Bet on the CEO. Bet on the jockey. Okay. This guy's a young, ambitious, aggressive guy. His goal is to make this a 10-bagger, I think, in my opinion. He's not here to rest. So meaning you got the right guy. You're going to have the right guy coming in who knows the mobile gaming space. He's got a pipeline of potential transformative acquisitions. Potential. Nothing is guaranteed ever. Potential acquisitions pipeline after this thing closes, okay? So you're getting blue sky potential. You're getting a blue sky potential over here, guys. Blue sky potential once this guy comes in. And again, I always say this. The charts don't, wow, we got a breakout to the upside forming on the 1-minute chart. If we break out of 470, 473 is the number. That's your pivot. 473, boom. This thing rockets into the after hours. We got Chris, bought the book. Okay, bought more lottery. By the way, nothing here is a buy or sell recommendation. Unbelievable, but true. We got Just Nick here. Just Nick, the penny stock billionaire gang. Guys, you want to get a free newsletter? Link's in the bio. You want to get the book? Link is in the bio. You want to get the course that's coming out? Link will be in the bio. Boom, we're breaking out into the close. 3 minutes to go on the 1-minute chart. Look at this. Here we go. Beast mode. Do we have a beast mode? We got a what do you call it? This is a head and shoulders bottom here. This is very, very bullish volume coming in. Broke out of the moving average of the 50 moving average. Break it. It's running as we speak. Literally 474. We are running 475. Do I hear 5? Yeah. So here's what's going on, guys. If you missed out the big gain, and everybody says, "Oh, I missed out. It's too late. I'm going." What's your next step? No, the best opportunity is because this is a proven horse. You have to realize something. When you have a stock that breaks out 700% in a week, that means something is about to happen. When a stock breaks out 700% in a week and is hanging around there with 100 million shares of volume, something is telling you this is getting started, okay? And your best opportunity to get on board is when it pulls back, okay? The best opportunity is after the pullback, which is right now. And most of you guys are going to miss it because you haven't bought the stock. Most of you guys are going to miss out on the opportunity. Again, I'm not giving a buy or sell recommendation. Most people are going to miss out because it's scary to buy right now when it's down. Everybody's going to chase the stock when it goes higher. Everybody's going to chase the stock when it's $6 tomorrow or wherever it goes. Again, I'm not saying it's going, whatever, but you get my point, okay? Everybody's going to chase the stock when it breaks out of $9 because guess what? After $9, there's no resistance on that chart. The chart could go to $100. Have we seen that happen? Yes, it happens all the time, okay? So, yeah, somebody asked me, how high can Siyata go? It can go to the moon. It can go to the moon. Siyata can go to the moon. As can lottery, that's right. We're running here with Siyata on the 1-minute chart. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. I think this is going to run in after hours. Somebody was manipulating the stock to shake out the hands. The after hour, this thing is going to run after hours. By the way, we closed the gap. We closed that gap. Remember, I told you that gap would be filled. We closed it. You have nothing to worry about. The gap is filled. Now the rocket is on the launch pad and it's fueling up. Right now, the rocket. Put the stock on your watch list. Don't buy the stock. Don't buy the stock. Watch the news flow. Watch the news flow. You could buy it later. Some of you might be better off buying it if it breaks out of $9. Why? Why are you better off buying it when it breaks out of $9 if it happens? Because that means there's going to be massive momentum. And again, I talk about this in the book. A lot of times you make your money on stocks which are breaking out to new 52-week highs. That's the way it works. When they break out to new 52-week highs is a lot of times where people buy these things. Why? Because it's momentum. The momentum. Okay, look at this. We're in the after hours. All right, I gotta get out of here in a couple of minutes here. Got to get out of here in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I think look, the stock. Oof, this is a shakeout into the close. I would ignore the after hours action here because this is just manipulation, blatant manipulation. It's blatant manipulation at the close here. What's going on here? I mean, this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Look at this. This thing. Look at this ridiculous, blatant manipulation right now in the close. Crazy. It's crazy. All right. Put this on your watch list. Let me go back to. I'm getting a haircut today. But I'm going to try this. I gotta get the haircut today, so I'm not gonna look like Christopher Walken after this. Okay, Siyata. I usually post on lottery. Excuse me, not lottery. On Telegram. Go to Telegram, guys. Go to Telegram. Links are in the bio. There are fake accounts. Yeah, watch out for the fake accounts. Watch out for the fake accounts. They're fake penny stock billionaires. This is the only one. The other guys are not even. Not only they're not billionaires, not millionaires. These guys not even hundredaires. These guys, the other fake penny stock billionaire accounts. These guys are not even dollar. They have $1 in the bank account. These are guys, fake accounts, fake bots in Nigeria or wherever they are. New stock is probably going to come out in a week. You want it, you got to get the link in the bio. Wow, this thing is going bananas. Siyata in the after hours. Let's see, what's our favorite stock lottery doing after hours? Rough day in the markets, huh? Wow, they dumped the lottery also. They dumped the lottery after. Again, this is just market manipulation. The after hour stuff is to get you scared. The after hour stuff is simply to get you scared. That's the point. It's to shake out weak hands, to cause panic in the market. I almost never recommend trading after hours. Almost never. Unless it's an emergency, like you absolutely must get in. You know what's crazy? Look at this. The NASDAQ is up bigly today. The NASDAQ is up bigly. The first time. All our stocks were rocketing. In the last 2 weeks while the market was dropping. Have you noticed that? Siyata was the hottest stock. It was going up 700% while the NASDAQ was dropping like a rock. And now that NASDAQ is up, Siyata has been down, right? Somebody's asking, can I do an ebook? You know, I think I did a version of what do you call it? Kindle book or something. I don't know, the Kindle book. You know, the formatting wasn't quite right. I don't know. Maybe I will do the Kindle later. Maybe from different publisher. We'll see. But anyway, guys, we're going to do a video course. I got something better for you than the Kindle book. We're going to do a video course. Why? Because I think, again, everything I know is in the book, but the video course allows me to explain things better because some things don't translate in the written word. You got to see it. And then you can ask questions. It's going to be live. So the course is going to be live. There's a community. We're going to have all that in the course. We're going to launch that. I don't know. It could be a couple days. You want to get notified, get on our email list. Links are in the bio to get our emails, and make sure to check your spam folder. The links might be going into your spam folder. So make sure to go into your spam folder and make it unspam. Make it unspam or whatever. Anyhow, let me look at the 1 hour chart. Normal. Yeah, I think today basically what happened is I think we knock on wood, we made the bottom in Siyata. We closed the gap. Okay, you see that? Why did my indicators leave? What happened to my indicators? Okay. So what happened is I'm going to, but you know, I may have to go to like a more professional thing. I'm just using this thing because, you know, it's more, I don't know, more people can relate to the Yahoo. Anyway, look, I'm showing this on YouTube right now and on Twitter, whatever. We closed that gap. We closed the big gap. Yeah, guys, make sure to repost all our stuff. Repost. I might go to TradingView. I think Yahoo makes it easier for people because most people use Yahoo, whatever. Anyway, let's see here. So yeah, guys, please click the upvote, like, share, subscribe, all those buttons so we get the algorithm going. That's right, just Nick. Repost the content. Repost the content. What is that? How did I get a cowboy hat? Shit, what was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? Oh my God, what the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. Okay, there we go. Penny Stock Gang Nick. Just Nick Penny Stock Gang. Repost the content. Share, like, subscribe, reposts. Okay? Okay, so what is going on here? We closed the gap, which was at that was it the $4 number, whatever it was. Now it's ready to go. Now we're ready to go. Look at the 4 hour. Look at the 4 hour. We closed the gap. We're forming a pennant. Okay, I think we go higher. Probably, if I had to make a bet, again, I'm not here to promote whatever. I'm not here to give buy sell advice. No buy sell recommendations, but I think this is going to be probably back to $6 by Thursday. I think we're back at $6 by Thursday. That's what my bet. That's my bet, which is kind of too bad because I think a lot of people got shaken out. What's the newsletter email? You want to get the newsletter, which is absolutely free. You get my newsletter. You click the links that are in the bio, which is on TikTok. It's above in the bio. On YouTube, it's in the video description. In the video description is the link. If you're watching this on Twitter, look at this. Somebody, look at this. Somebody blocked. Regulated. Okay, somebody's blocking us on TikTok. Somebody filed a false complaint. We're getting blocked. Somebody's saying that I'm talking about unregulated unregulated substance. Some crazy. This is what happens. Anyway, look, the haters, the short sellers and the haters, the short sellers and the haters, they can't handle it. Okay, the short sellers and the haters, they can't handle this. Hang on a sec. Let's see. They're coming out. The Matrix is attacking Siyata. The Matrix is attacking Siyata. Why? Why is the Matrix attacking Siyata? Newsletter is, again, links in the bio on TikTok, links in the video description on YouTube. Look at this. Here we go. $4.85. It's probably going to go to $5 right now in the after hours. All the weekends got shaken out. I mean, it's really too bad the way that happens. But it is the way it is. It's the laws of the jungle. The laws of the jungle. Survival of the fittest. Okay, survival of the fittest. We got forming the bottom here, 5-minute chart. Yeah, 5-minute chart, very solid. Very solid. 1 minute, boom, breakout on the 1 minute. Look at that. It's off and running, off to the races. 1 minute chart is going into beast mode action right now on the extended hours. Again, I don't recommend you trade extended hours. I do not recommend it. What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. But yeah. Okay. Let's see. 474. Okay. This is. I gotta get going. Here. We got some big time appointments coming up here. We got to get a haircut hopefully today. I hate making time for that. It's such a waste of time. Anyway, 485. The Matrix, that's right. The Matrix is attacking Siyata. That's what's going on. Seriously. That's not a joke. Let me tell you something. These, look, the government, the regulators, especially in Canada, especially these Canadian regulators, we're talking about people like Mark Faulkner at the CSC, aka the Canada Scam Exchange, Why don't we work with companies on the CSE, aka the Canada Scam Exchange? Because first of all, 90% of them are fugazi. The ones that aren't fugazi, the exchange, okay, the Canadian regulators are kind of a microcosm of the matrix. Canada is a microcosm of the matrix. Canada is the matrix. Why do they want you to stay poor and dependent? The government in Canada, the regulators in Canada, these guys are getting big money, big pensions. This slob, Andrew Faulkner, is getting overpaid, and he's stealing your money. That's right, that guy is stealing your money at the CSE. Why? Because why does the left wing want to have control? Because they want to keep you dependent. They want to keep you dependent. They want to keep you poor and dependent. So that's why they don't want you to buy stocks that go up 10x, okay? They don't want you to make 10 times your money with these cheap stocks. Why? Because then you're no longer dependent on the government. You're no longer dependent on the regulators, right? So then they don't want you to be free. They want you to stay a slave in the matrix. The only way you're going to escape the matrix is with a 10-bagger blueprint. I'm going to call this the Escape the Matrix Blueprint, okay? This is the Escape the Matrix Blueprint, all right? 10-bagger blueprint, your key to escaping the matrix is to have what they call FU money. FU money. You don't know what that is? You Google it. I'm going to try to keep a language very clean on this channel, family-friendly channel, okay? You Google FU money, okay? You need to have FU money. And the only way to get that is with stocks that go up 10x, 20x, where you make 10 times your money. Again, I'm not saying you put all your money into it. These things are high risk. They are high risk. Yeah. You know what? That's right. That's right. You got to get the Bugatti in each color, okay? Not in one color, in each color. Let's see here. Let's see here. So that is what's going on. So the Matrix attacked our TikTok channel because they want to keep you poor and broke. They don't want you to know about these stocks that go up 10x. How do you find out about those stocks? You get our free newsletter. You get our newsletter. Links are in the bio. On TikTok, on YouTube, it's in the video description page. And what else here? What else here? Hang on a second. Let me see. Look, where are we doing on lottery? And let me see. What are we doing with the lottery after hours? By the way, I just got to look at that real quick. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Is it not trading? What is going on here? Oh, it's just hanging around here. Hanging around at the support level. Hanging around at the support level. Yeah, I think these things are gonna run higher. Bottom line is, again, you got to get the video course, which is going to be coming out. Get my free newsletter. Link is in the video description below on YouTube. If you're on X or Twitter, the link is in the bio for all my links. On TikTok also. All right, guys, here's to your 100X. I'm going to sign out of TikTok. I actually don't even know how to end these streams on TikTok. What is the button to end the stream? What is the button to end the stream? Oh, I see what happened. Oh, okay. All right. There we go. All right. Let me say, there we go. Okay, here's your 100X, guys. See you in the next one. See you tomorrow. Siyata live stream is tomorrow, 12:30 Eastern time. 12:30 Eastern.